This thing ain't working. I don't know. I think I did this wrong. Hey y'all, but I don't have a visual. I think I did this wrong. Hi Joshua. Um, why I don't have a camera? Why I can't see myself? I don't know how it is. It say my camera is on. Right there, say my camera off. Lord, it's my try to do so I mess everything up. Mm. Y'all might just get my voice, man. Cause I don't know. The camera, when I hit the camera button, it said the camera is off. But then when I unhook the camera button, y'all still can't see me. So, but y'all can hear me, right? Nope, ain't nothing over the lens. It's on my tripod. So I might have to go out and do it again. I might. Y'all can't hear me either? Yeah, it's a technical difficulty. Oh man. I had a hard time getting in here setting this thing up. I supposed to been here at 1 o'clock. I've been trying to set this up. How you flip the camera? It say flip the camera, then flip it back. Let me see. It say in more. I'm gonna cancel that. Um, I'm about to go out and try this again. He said it's not October yet for the ghost of sober tea, right? And I got my guests waiting. Let me see if you guys can see her. I'm gonna bring my guests in. Uh, uh, Hi. Can y'all see my guests?
Hey there.
Girl, I can see you, but they can't see me. I don't know what I did. I done had a hard time trying to get to here. Can you guys see Miss Latasha? Yes, Mimi, I'm on TikTok. Okay, y'all can see her. Okay, can y'all hear her?
Can y'all hear me?
Let me know if y'all can hear her.
I have my earpiece in because it's the little notification said to put an earpiece in, so I did that.
Okay, so the most important part is that they could see you and hear you. So we're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna be the invisible host today because I had such a hard time. And now I don't know why my camera not working. My camera say that it's on, but I'm just gonna leave it like that because at least y'all do get a circle or something because that's what I don't know. I messed up, but we're gonna go ahead and roll with it. So what's up, Soul Squad? How you guys doing this afternoon? I usually do my check-ins over on my vlog channel, but I have important information for you guys today about our 2025 meet and greet our Soulful Sea Rock the Boat cruise. You guys have all asked me, let's do a cruise, let's do a cruise. You asked me this several years ago, and I didn't do it then. But we're going on a cruise, y'all. We're cruising in 2025. It is our meet and greet. I haven't done a meet and greet in about 2 years. I think it's been 3 years since I did my last meet and greet. So I wanted to come over on my platform where all of my subscribers late are, so that we could get the information out there to you guys. Um, Thank you, Heather. Thank you. So, first of all, before we get started about the cruise information, um, let me just do our check-in. Then I have Miss Latasha explain everything about the cruise. She is my travel agent. She is our travel agent, and I like to thank her for all her hard work she put into making this cruise possible for us in 2025. And it is going to be July the 20th. Before we get started, I just want to say how you guys stay. Y'all know it's Throwback Thursday, and if you don't follow me on my vlog channel, you know when we go live on Throwback Thursday to do our check-in, is a throwback day. So I always try to tell my Soul Squad members that remember something that you used to do and you do not do it anymore, and it brought pleasure and joy to your life, and you just don't know why you don't do it. Set a date, make an appointment, clear your calendar and do what makes you happy. Remember something you used to do way back when, and you just don't know why you don't do it, but you remember when you did it, it made you happy. Do that for yourself. You only got one life to live. You want to live a happy and positive life. Bring that joy back into your life. Be an unstoppable person. Be an unstoppable human being. Don't let anyone stop you from telling you that you can't live your life to the fullest. Don't let anyone stop you and tell you that you can't live your dream. It's never too late. We are our own hinders. We hinder ourselves. So get out there, chase your dream, go for it. Bring back that joy into your life that used to make you happy. That's when I go live on Thursday. That's mainly what we talk about, is about the things that we used to do and why we don't do it anymore. So I just wanted to put that in there. So Miss Latasha want to talk to you guys about the deadlines and the down payments and all the stuff we need to do to make this trip possible. You're going to love my Soul Squad members. They're very respectful. Guys, if you need to write anything down, grab your pen and paper and stuff like that. I've been posting the flyers at the end and at the beginning of some of my videos. I post the flyers on the community board. So we have the travel agent here, Miss Latasha, and she's going to get into everything with you guys. And Miss Latasha, the floor is all yours. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I just want to go ahead and introduce myself a little bit. My name is Latasha Hawkins. I am the owner of Divine Destinations Travel out of New Orleans, Louisiana. I have been in business for 7 years now, as of yesterday.
Oh,
So
congratulations.
thank you. Thank you. So the
Yeah.
one thing that I love is travel and I love groups. So when I got connected, I was like, this is right up my alley. I love, love, love helping people travel and make their dreams come true. So when groups is my specialty. So when she said I want to do a group, I had all the ideas and all the things. So this is going to be a fun filled adventure is what I'm going to call it, because we're going to have an adventure. The cruise is July 20th of 2025. It is a 7-day Caribbean cruise. We will be going to Grand Turk, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, Nassau, Bahamas, and then Carnival's newest private island of Celebration Key. We will have, let's see, the payment right now that's due is the deposit, which is $75 per person. It is due by October the 7th of this year. So you have until October the 7th for the $75 per person deposit. Once that deposit is paid, you'll get an invoice to allow you to have a payment plan. The final payment needs to be paid by April the 15th. So that balance will be divided up into payments up until that April 15th date. So that way you can have some monthly payments if you don't want to do a bulk at a time. Do you have to pay, you know, a lot? You can pay whatever you want as long as the balance is paid by April the 15th. I like to just give my clients a like even monthly payment so that way everybody has an opportunity to pay or go, or if there's anything that you can't pay, just reach out to me and we can work something out. That way you can have that final payment in by April 15th. We do have interiors and balconies available. Fortunately, on the Carnival Celebration, that is the ship we will be on, they don't have any ocean views for a group set aside. So we do have balconies and we do have interiors. I love a balcony. I love to be able to go and sit outside on the balcony and enjoy the water. So that's one good thing that I do like. All the prices on the site are based off of double occupancy. So that means two people in a room. Even if you want to pay just a single person in a room, there will be a separate pricing, even though it'll be more like a double occupancy price. So they do have that. Gratuities are included. Travel insurance is not included, but it's highly recommended that you do add it because traveling in July, being from the South Coast, we're leaving out of Florida. That will be during hurricane season. So I do recommend anything between June and November, you do get travel insurance. So that way we can protect what I call your investment as going on the trip. I think that was probably about it. Well, we will be doing after this, we will be doing a flight and a hotel stay because we do plan to go down the day before. The one thing that I would recommend is travel there the day before. Whether you want to do a flight and a hotel, just a hotel stay, we're gonna have all kind of packages that will be coming out. Oh, I'm sorry, my nose started to itch. That will be coming out so that way you can get all the prices for everything and have everything squared away before it's time for us to travel. On the ship, we will be doing scavenger hunts, games, the meet and greet, and then of course Carnival is also going to provide other activities for you to do. But we will have certain events that are only for the squad, that are only for the meet and greet. Anything else?
Yes, and another thing that we wanted to talk basis on because let you guys know about the deadline. This is also will be my first cruise, so I was not aware of the deadline. If they don't pay by the deadline, does it mean they can't book, or does it mean their prices would change? That's on the flyer.
The prices that's on a flyer will be subject to change.
Okay, but we won't know how much until after that day.
Correct.
Okay, so guys, this is why I want to we're departing from Florida, right? Miami.
Miami.
Yes, we're so the trip will be departing from Miami, Florida, and what she was saying too, we'll be getting more information out there to you guys as far as the day before arrival, because you never want to arrive on the same day because the airplane. I mean, anything could happen. You know, it could be an airplane delay or anything like that. So you always want to come in port maybe 2 or 1 day before, correct?
Correct. I always, if I go out to Miami or Orlando to travel, I always arrive the day before because, like she said, you don't know. Lately, this year, if y'all haven't noticed, we've had about 3 to 4 occurrences where they've grounded all flights for hours or days at a time. So you don't want that to happen when you're trying to leave out the same day and then you're stuck because you have a layover or not even a layover, but you know the flight is grounded. So I always recommend that you get there the day before. You get to start your vacation early. You can spend time in Miami. There's a lot of nice thing. I love Miami. There's a lot of nice things to do in Miami that you can get to before you go and enjoy your cruise.
Okay, now I have two questions. One person, Taylor, she wanted to know the balcony is over what? Because you said there was a balcony, but it wasn't an ocean view. But then you said you like looking at the water, so she was
The,
kind of
the
confused.
no, the balcony on a balcony on the thing, you have a door where you can physically go outside and have like a little small balcony that has two chairs and a table, and you can sit out and look at the water.
Oh, okay, you solid good. Okay, and then another person said, can you please explain to them what about the single rooms again? Like I know you said it was a double occupancy, but if they don't want anybody in the room with them and they want to pay for the room, how would that price double for them as it was two people? That's what they wanted to know.
So I'm not sure. I need to call Carnival, but it is based off of double occupancy. So if it's just one person in a room, it may be the full rate of one person and a third or a fourth of the second person combined.
Okay.
That really hasn't, I really haven't gotten short that because I always have, double occupancy or triple occupancy or something like that. But I can
Oh,
get more information on that.
okay. Now another thing, guys. So yes. So basically, someone said the ocean view is just a window, so the balcony is good. It gives you. It's like you're sitting there looking at the water. So that's nice. I see someone was saying that. Another thing I wanted to ask about the cruise is that what she was telling me the reason why we came on here because there was a flash sale that we had up with that it was for 1 week where everyone could do a down payment of $35. But our concern was that unfortunately, no, we had maybe one or two people to make that flash sale. And what Mr. Hawkins had told me is that we have to know exactly how many people will be coming so that we could plan our itinerary around them as far as like the space that we would need for the meet and greet and things like that. And that's when I was made aware of the October 7th date. And so that's why I wanted to bring her on here so that she could explain it more to me and that she could explain it more to you guys because this trip is happening. Whether if I get one people or two people, this trip is happening. I've never been on a cruise before. I haven't been on vacation in about 6 or 7 years. I am needed this vacation, and I want to spend it with you guys. I want to be a nice meet and greet. I hope we could get at least 50 people or more to come on the cruise with us, so we could just like I have a great old time. I know I have a handful of people that in my family that's going. So I have to make them aware of the October 7th deadline because you want to lock that rate in. Because right now there's a good rate for these rooms and you want to lock that rate in. So try to get your down payment in by October the 7th at $75 down payment per person. And then I told you guys that we were gonna do a Facebook page, Miss Hawkins. Something just for the group, for the people that's going a private Facebook page. So you guys have any questions, she'll be over there. She can answer those questions for you. You want to interact with the other people who will be going on the cruise, doing like a calendar countdown and something like that. So I don't know when we're gonna start the Facebook page, but I'll talk to Miss Hawkins about that as soon as we get that started. I will share that link with you guys. And if you don't have Facebook, a lot of people say, "Well, I don't have Facebook." Maybe you could get it just for the meet and greet, and then once the meet and greet is over, you could like cancel it because you want to get the inside of the inside information on everything. You want to keep up with everything. I mean, you could do that as well because your email and your phone number is on the bottom of each flyer, right?
My email and phone number is on the bottom of each flyer. The Facebook group will probably be Monday, live on Monday.
Okay.
What's also going to happen is once they submit all their information and once they get that invoice, if they have any questions or anything, they can email. My email will be on there, or it'll start a kind of communication between us. So if they send an email, it goes straight to my system, and I'll get an alert saying, "Hey, I have a new email."
Okay.
Once
Now,
everybody gets in and finalized, it'll be a mass email that goes out that says, congratulations, we're getting started. We will have a countdown. There'll be a packing list. Oh, one other thing that's important, if you've cruised on Carnival before, on the filling out your information, they're going to ask you for your VIFP number. That's your very important fun person number. That way, if you do know it, put it. If you do not know it, don't worry about it. I can look it up. That is going to allow me to see if you have any special offers. So if you have any special offers on your account, I'll be able to offer those to you. I have, for instance, I have someone in another group who he had like a $300 onboard credit. So he was able to have that on, select that rate, use that onboard credit. So he had that for his drink package because it'll be on his card. So if you are already traveled with Carnival, we'll be able to look and see if you have any special offers. And that way I'll notify you what those offers are and you'll be able to select from there.
Okay, so Midwest Mommy, yes, she is a travel agent. Once the video is down, you could go back. She introduced herself as of yesterday or today. Today, right? As of today, she has been doing it for 7 years. She specialized in group packaging groups. Um, and Stephanie, it is July the 20th. 2025 is a 7-day cruise, and it's July the 20th through the 27th. And down payment is due. You have until October the 7th to get your down payment in to lock in the rate that appears on the flyer. Vicky want to know, could an unknown person be put in your room to make it double occupancy? Occupancy. You know what I'm saying. To make it
What
double
does she mean, an
occupied.
unknown person, like
So
to be
like,
determined name or something like that?
yeah, so like they would do a double occupant room. So I guess if she buy the room and it's supposed to be for two people, would a stranger be put in the room with her? Or I guess that's what she's saying.
No, no stranger. You can pick the person, like you can ask somebody who wants to be in the room with you, like a family member or something like that. But we're not doing a like matching type of deal with rooms. We're not doing that. And if it's only you, then when you complete the form, let me know, and then I'll give you the pricing for if you want the single person in the room. Even though it's based off double occupancy, I can deal on the back end with Carnival to see how that pricing works with
Okay.
just one person in the room.
So basically, if you don't have a friend, a husband, a sister, auntie going with you, you can still get the room for yourself. Well, all you have to do is let her know, and she'll get you the different price that it would be for you to be in that room by yourself. But if you have someone going with you, you're good. But we won't be doing any matching up people and things like that. Because that was one of my concerns too. Because I was like, when a room requires a double occupied, I was like, I don't want to be in a room with no stranger, with nobody I don't know. So I thought it worked like that too. So that was a great question. So yes, you will have to provide the second person for that room unless you want the room to yourself, and then she could tell you how much it would be. The rate would be different. So she would tell you how much it would be. You just have to let her know. They said, okay. So basically, that's it. Because I wanted you guys to know that this trip is real. I know that right now, Lord willing, this trip is real. We have a fabulous travel agent who's going to make everything possible, get you information on the hotels, the day of arrival, setting up the meet and greet, all the activities. I mean, we're working on all of that. So guys, we are going to have fun. This cruise is meant for us to get on here, to let our hair down. That's why I call it the rock the boat cruise, because we're gonna rock that boat. The waves is just not gonna be waving. We're gonna be waving it too. We're gonna have us some fun. I can't wait to meet a lot of you guys. I hope a lot of people can make it. I'm wishing and hoping for at least 50 people plus so that we can have just a great old time. But yeah, but you do have to October the 7th to lock in the rates. If you miss that October the 7th rate, it doesn't mean that you can't still go. It's just that means that the pricing is going to change for you. That rate that's
Right.
on the flyer now will not be the rate after October the 7th. I guess Miss Hawkins will tell you what it will be once she noticed that you put a deposit on after the 7th. She'll have to contact you and let you know what your new rate will be. But right now, you want to lock in the rates that she had there, and get your deposit in. Yeah, so we can have fun. Yes, the it does not include the airfare to Miami. So those rates do not include the airfare, correct?
Does not include the airfare. So airfare or a at least a one night stay at a hotel is not included in that. That price that's shown on the flyer is cruise fare only. So even with the cruise fare, that's including your gratuities, your port taxes and fees, your meals that are on the ship, except for the steakhouse.
Oh, so that includes the meals too.
Yes, that's including all the meals, Lido deck, main dining. It's extra for the steakhouse. Meals are included.
Okay, guys. So guess what? Your meals all included. Okay. Only thing you pay separate for is a steakhouse. Now, I heard someone say, drink packages. What is that? Like sodas or alcohol? What are drink packages? And how would they get that information from you as well?
So Carnival, they provide orange juice, the apple juice, breakfast. Then all day is lemonade and tea that's free along with water. Each person is allowed to bring at a 12 pack of canned drinks. Adults can bring one bottle of wine. Drink packages, there's a bubbles package, which is considered like the sodas and stuff. There's a different rate for adults or kids, or they have the cheers package, what would be the alcohol package. Once everything is booked, then we would create, if they don't have a Carnival account, we would create that Carnival account and we could go in and they would purchase that separate from the group fare. You have to do that separate from the Carnival no longer allows us to kind of add it together. They have to do that separate on their own account.
Okay. Yes, Miss West. This is my first time planning a trip of this magnitude. This is my first time going on a cruise. Yeah, I am wishing for 50 people or more. But she said most, people back out of things, but she wish us luck. Yeah, that could be kind of ambitious of me. I just say that because my numbers, because I have like over almost 400,000 followers. So I'm hoping that we could get our 400,000 followers. We could get at least 50 people that want to come and meet each other and have some fun together. But I'm wishing on that. I hope, and I know people time, but you have time if you're working, you get vacation. You have time to put in for your vacation. Now that you know that you have a date set and plan and somewhere to go ahead and put that vacation time in. The most of us get paid for vacation time and things like that. Miss Vicky want to know, is the food 24/7 as far as the eats?
From 7 to 10, there's a spot on the ship that has pizza. They're open till 2. So pizza is till 2. Everything else is like 7 to 10. From 7 to 11, 10 or 11 a.m., they have breakfast. Then they switch over at 11 to lunch. And that's there until the main dining is maybe 8, 9, 9, probably 9, I think. But then you also have like a guy's burger. There's all kind of different restaurants that's there that you can choose from.
Okay. Now, Lisa, the price is on the flyer. Lisa, I have the flyer on my community page on both my channels, on my blog channel and on my cooking channel. And I'll once the video is over, I'm gonna upload the new flyer. I'm gonna upload the link where you could go to and book your trip. It's a Miss East Teller want to know, will the rate change if a large amount of people book, or is the rate locked in?
For the no, the rates, what the rates that are on the flyer now are the rates that we have for the group now. If anything is past, October the 7th, the rates will change.
Okay, so Miss East, was she saying the rates that are showing now on the flyer? Those are the rates that are locked in per person. The only time the rates would change is with if you book after October the 7th, and the rates would change. It could be a little bit higher. I don't know, but she'll be able to let you know if you can't do your down payment until after October the 7th. You won't get those rates that's on that flyer right now. The rates will most definitely be different. Is there different prices for children?
No, so those rates are anybody. The only difference is with a child, you don't pay gratuities. And a child is from a lap to 3 years old considered for them. But those are the rates for everybody. Unfortunately, what rates they don't have like a child rate and adult rate. They only have a child rate when it comes to the beverage package.
Okay. It's only double occupancy. That's it. We won't be booking any three people to a room. This is not a match up with this. You are allowed to it's double occupancy. That means that you're bringing somebody with you. We won't be matching you up with anybody. We won't be matching you up with a stranger or anything like that. The double occupancy is based on you bringing somebody with you. Now, what she said earlier, if you don't have anyone that will be coming with you, you could contact her. Her information is at the bottom of the flyer, and then she will contact Carnival to see how much the room will be for one person being in that room. But we're not mixing matching strangers up with each other. You either bring someone with you, or if you want that room for yourself, all her contact information is at the bottom, and she'll be able to get you the different pricing that it will cost for you to be in that room by yourself. But as far as like mixed matching more than two people in the room, we're not doing any of that.
Mhm.
So I guess that's it. I wanted to really let you guys know that the trip is happening. I want to let you guys know, or the deadline, the lock in the prices that's currently on the flyer. I hope I get a chance to meet a lot of you guys. I hope everyone is able to put in for their vacation. We're gonna have lots of fun, like Miss Hawkins said before. We're gonna have a whole itinerary planned, and one reason why we wanted to know is that we wanted to do a head count by people putting in by October the 7th, so we can know what size rooms that we need to rent for like the meet and greet. Will we need like a large space, a smaller space, a medium space. So that's why we're trying to get a lock in and said, don't go booking cheap excursions that are not done via the ship. You will get left behind if you are late. Late
Yeah.
to the ship. Well, as far as excursions, I won't be booking any excursions for anyone. Even though we're gonna be having activities for the meet and greet, you guys will get the chance to go venture off on your own. And when we get to the different ports, you get a chance to go do the other activity that's Carnival's planned for you. It is a 7-day trip, and after that 7-day trip, I want to do at least 2 to 3 activities with you guys. Then after that, you guys on your own. You could hook up with other Soul Squad members. You could go and hang out together at night. Once we get to the ports, we can hang out together. You can hook up with other Soul Squad members to go do excursions. But it's very important that you get back there in time enough. Um, get back there in time enough so that you won't miss the trip. Again, the website will allow 4 to a room. It's also cheaper, but be aware those rooms are small. Well, that's why I'm not doing this alone. That's why this trip is booked by a professional travel agent who's here to assist us with all questions and things like that. Again, All her information is on the bottom of the flyer, email, phone number. Any questions that you have to go strictly through her because this is all new to me. So I'm also asking questions. And again, she is professional travel agent. She's been doing this for 7 years. As of today, large booking groups are her thing. So I believe that we are in good hands and she'll be able to answer any and all questions that you have. Yeah, this is the time to go cheap. You want to be comfort. And that's why we're doing double
Yes.
occupancy only. Single will be up to you. It's not a 3 to 4 people in the cabinets because we do know, I know by looking at videos, the cabins are small unless you got that type of money. If you want to do a suite or something, I don't know. Well, but yeah,
Now, if she's looking on the link, if she's already on the link, it does say 3 or 4, but 3 or 4 was added on there if you're bringing children.
okay,
So I would only put 3 or 4 people in a room if it's like 2 adults and 2 kids.
okay.
For adults, I would only recommend double occupancy. Those options are for if you're bringing children along with you, because again, we don't want to split up families or kids and have your kids in one room, and you want parents. Again, I know as a parent, I want my kids to be in a room with me.
Right.
So that's options for if you're bringing your children along. But if it's just going to be you and your sister, you and your spouse or something, double occupancy.
Yes, Miss West, the trip is set. It is set. It is planned. The flyers been out for this is the second week the flyers been out. It took us about maybe a month to plan the trip, Miss Hawkins. It took us about maybe a couple of weeks to plan the trip. I mean, she did her due diligence. I mean, she came in. I told her what I was looking for, what I wanted, what I was trying to do, and she set this thing up and made it possible. So yes, the trip is set. The flyers are out. The down payment, $75 per person, is due by October the 7th to lock in the prices that she do have. Anytime after October the 7th doesn't mean that you can't go. It just means that the prices may vary, and Miss Hawkins will be able to help you with that. And as of Monday, we'll be able to do the Facebook. She's going to set us a private Facebook up with that we could do a countdown to the trip. We can see who else within the Soul Squad community is going. You probably could start communicating early with the other people who's going on the trip. So by the time we get on the trip, you'll be like, hey, that was you, so and so, that was one. You get to know each other. I want you guys to get to know each other more privately before we get to the trip. That's why the Facebook page is going to be created and the countdown, and also so Miss Hawkins can help you guide you through the procedure of booking your trip.
The Facebook, I'm also gonna do. They'll have a section. I'm trying to figure out how to add the section to do like Q&As or FAQs to have that. I'll be doing lives every so often in there. I'm looking at videos right now. I just did one on Celebration Key. So Carnival let us kind of do an exploratory type deal as agents to see what they're going to have fully out. So I'm waiting on some people to send me some videos. I'll have that in there so we can actually see what's on their private island. I've been to a lot of private islands with different cruise ships. Now Carnival, this is their first one, so I'm really, really excited about, their private island. So you'll be able to get to see that. I'll have links for excursions or the descriptions of the excursions, just all information that you need to know about cruising. That way, before we get to that date, like you said, you'll be very well prepared. We'll know what's going to happen. If for any reason you need anything from me, email me. My phone number's there. The only thing that I ask is give me at least 24 hours to respond. You can also text that number as well because I do work a swing shift as well. So if I'm up in the middle of the night, sometimes you'll wake up to emails from me. So it just kind of depends, but I'm always available whether it's through email or phone.
And Miss West, I see that if you was in here earlier, Miss Hawkins had talked about if you're an advocate on cruise goer on Carnival, and sometimes you get points and stuff and credit and stuff. I see that Miss West says she been on the cruise at least 8 times. That's something that too, if you want to go on this cruise with us, Miss Hawkins was talking about if you have any type of points and stuff, you could get in touch with her and she'll be able to see if you could use some of those points for drink packages and things like that to go towards this cruise. So yeah, you've been on 8 times. So I know you know everything about cruising 8 times on a cruise. That's gonna be exciting.
Mhm.
Okay, Michelle says she'll be emailing you because she don't have Facebook. Yeah, so I had suggested that if you don't have Facebook and if you feel comfortable with it, if you just want to get it just for this event, you can because it's going to be private. The only people that are going to have access to that Facebook will be Miss Hawkins, me, and the people who's going on the trip. Be able to type in there, leave messages, look at the countdown. As Miss Hawkins says, she'll be providing videos on the celebration keys, and she'll be going live every now and then on the Facebook and stuff like that. And then once the trip is over, you could deactivate your Facebook because I want everybody to have the whole experience of everybody, not missing no information, being able to see who's going within our community, get to know each other prior up to time of the trip and things like that. But yeah, so I think the Facebook thing is a great idea, but I do understand if you're not comfortable with social media. Her email, like she said, just give her 24 hours once you give an email or text, and she will get back to you to answer any questions. Okay, with that being said, Miss Hawkins is a busy woman. I just want to thank you because I wanted to let Soul Squad know that this is a happening trip. This trip is not something that we're thinking about. It is already set. The flyers are already out. We have a couple of people who already booked. We're trying to get it out there. We're ready. We're gonna have some fun. This is gonna be the meet and greet that you guys been waiting for, and we're gonna do it at sea. Okay. What's the total price of the cruise? So that varies depending on what room you get, right?
Varies depending on the room. If you click on the link, and it's going to give you the option to select your room categories. Once you select your room categories within the system, there's a welcome. It's going to tell you a little bit about what we have. There's going to be a welcome. You select your room category, and over to the right, it'll show you as you're adding things what your total pricing is. So it'll be up there of what your total pricing is. Again, it is based off of the room category. Like I said, we do have some. Let me look. I'm looking right now. Some balconies and some interiors.
Yeah, so guys, once this video is over with, I'm gonna go in. I'm going to the community page. I'm gonna list the new flyer along with the link that you click on to book your trip. And then I'm gonna come back to this video in the comments. I am gonna post the link that you can click on to go book your trip. Guys, get them prices locked in by October the 7th. Come on out to the meet and greet. Like I'm saying, I'm wishing for at least 50 people. Like someone said, that could be pretty high. But honey, we got almost 400,000 Soul Squad members. I know we could get at least 50 people to come on out to this meet and greet and have some fun. The dates are set July the 20th, 2025. Put it on your calendar. Go to work. Put in your vacation time because you're going to need it, honey, because we about to have a ball, okay? With that being said, guys, we are out. Miss Hawkins, thank you once again. Guys, she is available for you again. All her information is at the bottom of the flyer. I just wanted to let you guys know this trip is booked. It is happening, and I want you to be there.
Thank you.
You welcome. And with that being said, I'm sorry my face is not on here. I don't know what I did. I couldn't get up here. But the most important person was here. She was visible. You guys heard her. And so yeah, so that's who I want you guys to really speak with, who you want who for you guys to really see and get as much information about the trip as possible. But yeah, so you got till October 7th to go ahead and lock in the prices on the flyer. $75 per person for the down payment. It is a payment plan. You have until April the 15th to pay your trip off in entirety. So yeah, go for it, y'all. I'm excited. I'll be taking my first cruise ever with my Soul Squad. Have a good day with my Soul Squad members, and I'm excited to meet you all. All right, Miss Tasha, thank you, and Soul Squad, thank you for listening.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for always just coming on when I come live, and I see you guys in the video. Everybody have a great day.